Right now, you're getting an all-access pass behind the scenes.
Hello, welcome in.
With the host of a dating show that has gone viral and is shot in Arizona.
There is no scripting at all.
Arlette's show gets millions of views every week.
It's a lot. Like, I didn't know that there was this many people who were like, set me up with someone.
She dishes on the best and the worst.
Yeah, we do have a little success story.
And exclusively reveals, how does she find the people you see on this show?
It's always been about us connecting people.
Plus, are we dating the same guy?
They post a photo just to kind of make sure there's not someone else dating them, then they find out.
The online page helping women catch cheaters. And professional teenage sports reporter Pepper Persley in the Valley.
What does winning mean to me? Oh, man.
Join us for the show that will leave you feeling informed and inspired. Welcome to this Arizona's Family Original with me, Yetta Gibson.
All right, up first, legendary actress and comedian Carol Burnett. With a career spanning decades, Carol is now adding a new project to her list. She is part of the star-studded cast for the hit new series Palm Royale. It is on Apple TV+. The show is nominated for 11 primetime Emmys this fall. It centers around an underdog fighting to break into Palm Beach high society, but Carol tells me the glitz and glam isn't always as good as it looks.
They are all very into themselves, very conscious of how they look, how they're going to dress. They're not interested in the outside world. They're only interested in themselves. And everybody is kind of selfish. It's kind of a bunch of mean girls, actually.
Mean girls. Yep, Ian and Vanessa join me to discuss this. Have you ever felt the need to fit in?
Oh, absolutely.
Gosh,
Are we
yes.
human?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
I need to know
I've gotten
the story.
better. Here's a really bad one. When I was young, I remember being in junior high and saying I liked a certain band.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, I love whatever. Just example, Blink-182. I'm just pulling the name out of the hat. And then someone would say, oh, I hate them. And like,
you're like, yeah, they're kind of bad.
you know, I don't like them. I don't like them.
Yeah,
but Hanson.
Yeah, and that's what you do when you're trying to fit in school.
A teenager.
But as adults, I mean, we talked about Mean Girls, or Carol did.
Oh, yeah.
Mean Girls, of course, we know about that. Are there mean guys?
It seems to be not as many of us.
Yeah.
Or maybe we keep it to ourselves. I've watched a lot of you ladies operate. And
what are your thoughts?
Yes.
Please do tell the class.
I don't want to say that from what I've seen. It'll kill me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if guys are just dumber and we don't care, or what our deal is, or it's just not as important. But I mean, catty is a cliche.
Oh, but it's cliche. Cliches are cliches for a reason, right?
So.
But men are, I don't mean this in a bad form, men are simple, right? If you have an issue with a buddy, you guys hash it out, you're good to go.
You fight each other and you're back friends again.
Women will carry it for decades.
And how do you deal with it?
Ooh, therapy.
So if you are one of those maybe who sometimes tries to fit in, here's what Carol had to say about that. You've had such an impact on the entertainment world. How do you feel about people trying to fit in, and what's your advice to folks who may be doing that?
Get a life.
Get a
yes,
life.
ma'am.
Plain and simple from the OG herself.
So when should we start? Should we have known that in 3rd grade?
Well, now you know. If you didn't know, get a life. That's what she says, and you got to take it from her. I mean, she's done great,
Oh my
right?
gosh, amazing.
Another thing we talked with Carol about was the actors in this show. One of my favorites, former University of Arizona student, Kristen Wiig.
Oh my God.
Not only is
The
she a star of this show, she is also the executive producer. So kudos to her.
Kristen Wiig and Allison Janney and Laura Dern and Ricky Martin and Julia Duffy. I mean, quite a cat. In fact, when they called me to asked if I would be in the show, first thing I said was, well, who's in it? And when they told me, I said, I don't even care what you want me to do. I'm in it because I these people. And then I read the script, and of course, that was the cherry on top of the sundae.
Arizona is really on the map, not just in TV shows like this, but internationally as well. University of Arizona Olympics diver Delaney Schnell was one of 3 athletes on board the plane carrying the Olympic flag. How cool. She even served as a flag bearer on the tarmac. What an honor. LA 2028. It's all where we want to be. Are you guys going? I'm planning.
I mean, it's right next door,
It's right next door. We gotta be there.
Is this a road trip with
Oh,
snacks?
let's do it. We just planned it right now. The Olympic flag is officially back on U.S. soil as we gear up for the Summer Games in 4 years. And we want to give a big congrats to all of the Arizona Olympians who won medals in Paris. Gymnast Jade Carey, who we have interviewed on the show, brings home gold and bronze. Mesa's Jagger Eaton clinching silver in skateboarding in Paris. This is his second Olympic medal after winning bronze at the Tokyo Olympics. And French swimmer Leon Marchand won a whopping 4 gold medals. 4. He got in a lot of practice, training and competing for the ASU swim team. Congratulations. And we can't forget the women and men's USA basketball teams. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Kalia Copper, and Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner as well, earning gold at the games. Well, there is a friend of the show who might be in LA at the 2028 Olympics. We're talking about 13-year-old sports reporter Pepper Persley. Remember her? I featured her a few episodes back. She lives in Harlem, New York. Just barely a teenager, guys. She made a name for herself working as a professional sports reporter. A few weeks ago, she did come here to the Valley for the WNBA's All-Star Weekend, and she interviewed some of the biggest names in basketball, and they all knew who she was. We caught up with her courtside.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's what I think I love most about this, because the athletes that recognize me and the people that mean the most to me, so the fact that they appreciate that I'm there means a lot to me. And then getting to see other people in the media, especially Black women in the media who are my mentors, it comes really full circle for me. So I'm grateful that I have those relationships.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, ma'am.
She's already a pro.
I know.
It's a big deal. She helped moderate multiple panels throughout the weekend. Her next gig coming for our jobs.
You know what? She's got the ambition.
She's
by
already
all
got
means.
mine. We'll do way better than
Oh,
me.
I love Pepper. Very cool. All right, we got much more still ahead.
Pop the balloon or find love. It's the viral dating show getting millions of views a week.
People are loving the show. Someone had asked me, like, is this show scripted? Like, there's no way. I'm like, there is no scripting at all.
We go one-on-one with the host, Arlette, and she dishes on playing Cupid,
I didn't know that there was this many people who were like, set me up with someone.
reveals the candid reasons some people don't find love,
Like, hey, you know, why'd you pop your balloon? And they'll go ahead and explain it. And like I said, it'll be like some of the tiniest little things.
and exclusively tells us how they choose these contestants for this show.
It's always been about us connecting people.
All that, plus catching cheaters online.
Men think they're going to be able to keep that a secret for a long time, and they can't. They're going to get exposed eventually.
The online page that asks, are we dating the same guy? All of that when this Arizona's Family original with me, Yetta Gibson, returns. This is Arlette, host of the Pop the Balloon or Find Love show.
What do you do for a living when you're not doing this?
Well, I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom. Before I got into like the content creating and all that stuff, I was in insurance doing claims. Woo! That's a lot.
That's a lot. And you have a new baby. And you've only been into this less than a year now.
Literally,
And
yeah.
it blew up.
I know.
Arlette and her husband, Belia, were featured in the New York Times for their online show made for people looking to find love.
So you said this Pop the Balloon thing was already going. How did you get the idea?
Pop the balloon has been a thing for years.
Yours is the only one I've seen.
Good, good.
Now this thing has gone viral. Over 400,000 subscribers on YouTube and more than 200K on Instagram. Millions of people are liking, sharing, subscribing, following the buzz of this show and all of the wild scenarios.
Your advice for folks who are looking.
Don't stay in your house and think your husband's come knock on your door like, I'm here to marry you. No, you have to go out there.
I actually thought that's how it was going to happen for me. But from the dating apps to speed dating and blind dates, there are more ways than one to find the one. And Pop the Balloon or Find Love might just be one of the most unique, that's for sure. The viral dating show shoots right here in Arizona, and we are taking you behind the scenes with the host of the show.
It's swipe, 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 onto the date. getting ghosted, getting frustrated, being burned out.
Dating has always been a hot topic, so much so that Arlette and her husband decided to try and help people looking for love in a very different way, involving balloons. We went behind the scenes of the show to see for ourselves.
Once I'm here, I say hi to all the contestants, just make them feel welcome, because I know a lot of them are probably nervous. They're like, what am I getting into?
So for folks who haven't seen it yet, can you explain the whole concept of it?
We get a group of singles, and all of the singles lining up, they're holding a balloon, and they have a little pig that I will bring out one person. So example, if we have ladies lined up, I'm gonna bring out a man. And once the guy walks out, if that's your type, you like him, his outfit's on point, haircut looks great, whatever it is, if you're feeling him, you're not gonna pop your balloon. But let's say there's something you're not feeling. Maybe his shoes are a little scuffed up, or
Does that really? I watch the show and I go, wow, that matters.
Yes.
They care about the shoes.
People care about the shoes, the shirt, whatever it is. And yeah, a lot of them end up popping their balloon because of stuff like that.
My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoos?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms. Toes hanging off the shoes for me. So yeah, I just kind of, the toe is like she gripping the side of the shoe.
It started off as just something that we were doing for fun. My husband has always had the idea to do a dating show type of thing.
He's like, you're gonna be the host.
Yeah.
Arlette says the quick popularity is great and all, but they are hoping the lasting trend will be people actually finding someone.
What do you think of the dating world out there and how it is for men, how it is for women who are looking?
Yeah, honestly, I can only speak for what I see so far in Phoenix, and it's rough.
It's rough. It's rough out there. Yes.
Once the initial balloons are popped, Arlette starts with the same question to the poppers.
Why did you end up popping your balloon? And Lex, why did you end up popping your balloon? And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I don't know, it's the knee, the right knee. You got something going on. I don't know what it is. I got eczema. And I use coconut oil. Yeah, zoom in on that.
Why'd you pop your balloon? And they'll go ahead and explain it. And like I said, it'll be some of the tiniest little things.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a wrinkle on his shoulder. And that's what just makes the show so funny.
Yeah.
'Cause it's you guys are really popping over wrinkles and scuffed shoes. And yeah, it's hilarious. And just to hear some of the things that come out of people's mouth is comical.
What is the craziest thing you've heard?
Oh man. I don't know, there's been so much. I think one that really threw me off was one guy was like, oh, your forehead is too big. I was not expecting that, so I was like, and it's really hard for me to control my face, so my face says everything.
Oh, I know all about that. Controlling the face, that's hard. I would not be able to host that show.
Finally, the single who's looking for a match gets the chance to talk to Arlette about what should be the most important thing in dating, personality.
And then the balloons start popping again.
Those who are left behind with the unpopped balloon, I then switched on over to the person who walked out and let them know, hey, these are the individuals who are still interested in you.
Right.
Ask them some questions to see if you're interested in them as well.
Okay.
So they start asking questions, the conversation starts flowing, and then, if there's one person left at the end, unpopped, that is your match. We got a match!
Have there been actual connections where people have kind of stayed together for a long time?
Yeah, we do have a little success story. I'm loving it. Everyone's eating it up. And it's actually a long distance one too, which is crazy.
Have there been any regrets? There was one episode where I feel like the person walked in and all the balloons popped. All of them.
Hello, welcome in.
Yeah, so the people who, as you've seen, they'll pop their balloons super, super fast when someone walks out. They actually, a lot of them, most of the time, they're able to talk to the people, once they have their conversations, and they do actually ask for their balloon back. So we've had that.
You know what? I want my balloon back, actually.
As for casting for the episodes, Arlette says their emails are flooded.
How many emails? How many?
Ooh, it's a lot. We can't even keep up. It's definitely a lot. People are emailing us. They're sending DMs on Instagram. We also have a casting manager. They also reach out to her. Yeah, it's a lot. I didn't know that there was this many people who were set me up with someone.
They shoot the shows a few times a month. Arlette says it's cool seeing her husband's idea come to life through this show.
My husband, he loves love, like, so it's always been about us connecting people. It's fun as well.
And her husband was there during the interview, so we brought him to the couch.
So being married, I kind of got tired of having single friends that, you know, every week you're going out and they don't relate to me. You know, it's like I'm a married man, I've got a kid. So I kind of want to hang out with people that's on my type of, you know.
Yeah, level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted people to match. Even her friends, every time I see her friends, I ask them, are you married yet? Are you married yet?
So you want to get everybody married?
I would love to, yeah. Yeah, it would be nice, because I think everybody deserves love.
Do you think it's hard to find people just the regular old-fashioned way? Because there's so many dating things. There's the apps, there's services that you pay for, and then I've seen just advice and stuff from Instagram content creators as well.
I have, you know, a couple of single friends, and they're just like, it's not it right now. Like, I don't know what's out there, but yeah, they make it sound like it is really difficult right now, because it's either some people are trying to go too fast or some people are not moving at all, and it's just like.
Okay, so if you weren't married, happily married, would you be on this show? Would you do this and be on there with a balloon popping them and things like that?
Woo, not me, because, you know, I'll probably start crying if somebody told me something. I'm like, dang, I thought my outfit was cute, you know, like.
Yeah. So as far as the love aspect of the show, what are you hoping will happen at least once, or maybe even more?
If we have a pop the balloon wedding, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I want to be there. One click away from catching a cheater. The online page that has women asking each other, hey, are we dating the same guy? From pop the balloon or find love to a proposal, the show not only keeps up with its contestants, but releases catch-up segments with them too. The ending to one episode took everyone by surprise. Watch.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, you know? And I don't feel like I'm rushing. I feel like it's natural. So, I mean, honestly.
Are you serious?
So will you do me the honor and be my wife?
Yes! Of course!
The happy couple says they've been inseparable since being featured on the show. I cannot believe that happened.
And he had a ring ready and
He
proposed.
was ready and proposed on the show. You know, what's funny is you watched how the show goes down, and you would never think that would ever happen based on just how the show operates.
Kudos to them, though. If it works, it works. You know, everybody's story is different.
Well, you got to try something different. If you've been just doing apps or, you know, getting hooked up with friends and it's not working, why not go on the show? Would you be on the show if you were single?
I think I would.
You would?
I think just to see how bad they slammed me. See how bad they made fun of me.
Just to confirm that the things I think
It's
are
like,
jacked up.
I agree with you.
Vanessa, would you do it though? Like, what if you were all out of options in your head and you're like, I just got to do something different.
So now?
So I'm gonna go.
So where do I sign up?
So tomorrow, would you go on the show?
So next week, yeah, you know what? Initially, I said no, but why not?
Yeah.
What do I have to lose? Because everything else is working out really great. So.
Yeah. Listen, you are a tough cookie, so it wouldn't bother you if they said you had a wrinkle on the knee.
They don't like my left pinky toe, you know?
Yeah.
So, would you?
Oh my gosh.
You know, she asked me that, and I was. Do we have the bleep button ready? I said, heck no.
Yes.
I don't think I could do that.
No?
I mean, no.
Why not?
I don't know, because I'm kind of a tough cookie as well, but I would just feel like the people who would say things like that off the bat are not my guy.
That is, but isn't that nice to know, right? Like right off the bat, if you don't like my left pinky toe, we're good, right?
It tells you almost about the person.
You're not going to
Exactly.
overthink it. You're like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Thanks
don't
for
think I
coming.
could do it. I would have to either just continue to do the old-fashioned thing or just ask you, Ian, hook me up with this guy. Vanessa.
All right, let me know.
Yeah.
Put me to work, ladies. Put me to work.
Can we pay you in wine?
Deal.
Oh, absolutely. I could have answered that for you. All right. Speaking of the Arizona dating scene, you are one click away from finding out if your partner is cheating. There's a group called Are We Dating the Same Guy in Arizona? and it's got a lot of buzz online. Women in the group are able to give positive or negative feedback on men they've either dated or they're interested in. They put the picture of the guy right up on the page. The page's creator, her name is Vanessa, says sometimes the biggest red flag is, ready? Marriage.
Shocking.
When somebody posts a photo of them that they're dating them, or they're getting serious with them, and then they post a photo just to kind of make sure there's not someone else dating them, then they find out that they're actually married. And either the wife finds out, the friends of the wife, so then we have the wife that comes and joins the group. So that's probably it, is that men think they're going to be able to keep that a secret for a long time, and they can't. They're going to get exposed eventually.
First of all, look how serious she is. This
ready.
is serious business. But this is what I'm talking about. There are bigger fish to fry than a wrinkle on my knee.
Thank you.
Like
Marriage.
dating a married person.
Yes. Would you do this? Would you go on that page and find out the guy that you have already gone through the court system and checked and screened him? Would you still go on here? And
Absolutely.
Okay,
that
why?
would be
Why?
tough.
Because I would want to know.
But what if they're exes and they're jaded and they're upset and they just...
I think with that you have to take it with a grain of salt,
right?
Because I have heard from friends who are on it that there are postings of good guys, right? So there's a posting, I'm about to go on a date with this guy, or I have been on a date, what can you tell me, spill the tea? And a girlfriend will say, oh, I've known him, he's a great guy, good luck to you.
Well, or it's like a restaurant review. I mean, maybe they had a bad night and this really made the person mad, and then someone said, oh no, hey, actually, like you said, we dated a little bit and it was okay.
Right.
Well, the problem is, what if you do find something before you go on that date? How do you tell the guy that you went on this page?
Yes. Or do you tell him, right?
Or
And you get your own...
Do you ghost? What do you do?
Ooh.
What do you do when you find the court docs?
That's a ghost approach.
I take a screenshot and say, would you like to explain anything?
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Oh,
He's like, you sound like my probation officer.
So anything helps, because as Arlette said in the Pop the Balloon Challenge show, it is hard out there.
It is hard out
It
there.
is very
Listen,
hard.
when you go to buy a house, or that type of commitment, I got a realtor, you're looking into stuff.
Yes.
You try to marry someone.
They look at your credit score,
They look
right?
at all that
So why
stuff.
can't we do this?
Life with someone, you better be checking.
I might just be single for a minute. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm looking forward to more conversations with you. Thank you as well for watching. You can connect with me on Instagram, where you can see more behind the scenes stuff. My handle is down below. We hope you feel informed and inspired. Thank you so much for joining us for this Arizona's Family Original. We'll see you again real soon.
Oh, okay.
Just say something funny.
Okay, so find me a man, okay? Thanks.
Yes.
But I'm not coming on that show.
You'll do great. You will get no pop balloons.
No, thank you. One more favor before you leave. Can you pull your ear for me? I had to ask. Oh my goodness, yes.